ways. Okay. They say we're live. Here we are. Now let's see if anyone else comes on. Got one. Is that you?
Mm-mm.
There's Phil. Big time I've storm here. Ice storm or I've storm? Ordered to shelter in place. Have been on generator since 10 p.m. yesterday. May take a week to restore power. Well, that sucks. We had lightning and thunder and rain early this morning, like 2 a.m.
Real early.
And then it was over with. But they're saying that we could get more tonight, and then I think we're supposed to get some tomorrow. Or no, tomorrow's supposed to be better than the Monday. And then Wednesday.
Well, tomorrow is Monday.
Okay, then want to be Tuesday. And then Wednesday it's going to be really bad. Hey Steve,
Hey,
how you
Phil.
doing?
Hey, Steve.
And Jackie.
And Jackie. And you?
Yeah, so you getting any weather? You're in Tucson, right, Steve? Know where he is?
Where's Phil?
Phil.
Presnell.
I think Phil Presnell, he's in aren't you like in Maine or somewhere like that?
Michigan? I don't know. May take a week to restore power. Dang.
Yep, just sun. Northern Michigan, okay. Well,
Northern Michigan, okay.
Well, that's pretty cool. So anyone that's here, just tell us you're here and tell us where you're at.
Everybody that's here already said they're here. Me, Steve, and Phil.
There's 6 on.
I got three watching.
I got 6. And this is the master right here. We're shooting for 2,000 tonight. 2,000 what?
Dream on.
Oh.
Lofty goals, lofty goals.
You guys have no idea what our day was about. It was pretty crazy, man.
In a good way.
Yeah. There's Mountain Laurel.
Hey, Mountain Laurel and Rosebud. How you guys?
There they are. Good to see you.
Welcome.
Well, I did the unforgivable sin today.
Not really.
Hey, Zach, how you doing? Be happy you
Zach.
guys aren't here
We'll be
yet.
seeing you soon. Yeah, the weather's bad.
I took my toolbox out of the motorhome.
It wasn't an unforgivable sin. It was a wise decision.
Well,
he's getting another toolbox tomorrow.
Yeah, there's my buddy Ron.
Hey, Ron.
Lisa.
Hey, Lisa.
They made it home.
Yay!
But you took the long way home, right?
But the grandkids are super happy.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys have a wedding coming up June.
They're getting married? They didn't tell me that. Ron's over there going. It's good to see the both of you. Now that's the first time anyone's ever said that.
I know, huh?
Most people say, "Oh, it's you." Maybe not me, you. They like seeing you. At least we have a 50.
I go away and give them a break, and then I come back.
Yeah, we have a 50-50 chance when you're around that people will say, "Hey, it's good to see you." When you're gone,
may I say your hair looks really good.
I got a haircut. Shaved my beard off. Now I just got a stick on.
She got called ZZ Top yesterday.
Yeah, some girl comes out and she's doing this or something.
She's going.
And she goes, ZZ Top, you're ZZ Top. I said, no, I'm not Billy Gibbs. It's kind of funny.
Lisa said hi.
Hi, Lisa. Yeah, so I spent, 3 days?
Ronald said his daughter, not him.
Oh, okay. 3 days or more?
For what?
Setting the shop up.
Oh, more than that.
But I've been working. I work a wall, and then
Tuesday, Friday, Saturday.
And then I keep compressing down and getting things cleaned up and organized and going through it. And finally today I thought, well, I can move my top box, and it's big and it's heavy. And I pulled the drawers out one by one, and a couple of drawers I had to like empty them out because they were just too heavy. And Darla was laying down. She popped her back this morning and fixed
I
it.
did it 2 days ago.
Did you? Fixed it. So she's supposed to fix mine after this thing. Hi, Chris. How you doing?
Hi, Chris.
Anyway, so I came in and I said, I hate to ask you this, but you want to help me?
No, what he told me was, oh, I'm so glad you fixed it.
Yeah.
You should take the rest of the day and just rest and relax. And then, like 2 hours later, he comes and goes, can you help me with the toolbox?
Well, the thing was, I was trying to figure out, because what I did is I unbolted it, and then we just set it down on the ground. And then I got the hand truck, and it's not very far, but I just had to go around, and it was kind of off kilter and everything. So we got it over there, and then it was too wide. The door opening's 36, and the toolbox is 40 inches wide. Hi, Mark. No wonder where you were at. Anyway, we ended up standing the toolbox up. Hey, Jason.
Hey, Jason. Hey, Amanda. I know you're in the background there somewhere.
And we got that thing in. And she says, well, you should turn it this other way. I said, I can't because it's a little bit slanted. The drawers won't stay closed.
The shed's slanted.
So it won't be now. Everything's going to go slanted towards, it's going to go, that toolbox with both things has got to weigh close to 1,000 pounds. Pretty close.
So, but that's out of the RV now. It's in the shed.
It's in the shed.
Functionality is key here.
I put a bunch of my specialty tools in that toolbox when we were moving it. When we moved it from California, that was quite a feat. Darla and I loaded that trailer and truck, our little U-Haul trailer, and I mean we had everything in there, and we got it all here to Arkansas. We unloaded it over here in this storage, and anyway, that was pretty fun.
Shed listing to the port or starboard?
It's kind of listing everywhere I got a lot of weight, but the thing was,
I'm thinking of doing like a wood burning plaque and hanging it on the front of the shed and calling it the Titanic.
I found a good guy, and he's reasonably priced. He's very reliable. He did have to he was supposed to come the next day, and he goes, his brother
got sick.
Has something. I don't know what it is, but he just got sick. Anyway, he said, I got to take him and be there till they decide whether they're going to keep him or whatever. But the next day it was raining like crazy, and here he come walking in. So we went out there, and he wired the shed.
Mostly the work was inside.
Yeah. So. And we put the compressor behind the shed, and Darla and I built like a little pedestal for it and bolted it down.
Blocks.
What?
Blocks and
used
plywood.
Blocks and plywood, and we had bolts and cement, so we used those too. And now I still got to build a cover for it. It's sitting out there
in the elements.
In the elements. Yeah. But it's working. I got to drain the oil out of it, but it's nice having that. I was going to try to run everything inside, but the air dryer and all that. But thinking about it, you got to blow that thing off once in a while, and I don't want all that stuff blowing in there because I'm going to keep it nice in there. We got a new rack. We bought a rack for like $70 and had to assemble this thing, and it was a freaking.
That's what we did.
It was like
like an IKEA kind of assembly.
Yeah, it was kind of like paper, trying to build a shelf out of paper.
Yeah.
But the more you did to it, it kept getting strong. It's supposed to handle like 2,500 pounds. And I'll tell you what, there's probably 600 or 700. Yeah. I mean, I put a lot of stuff on it. And we screwed it to the wall too, so it's real stable.
Jason says, I thought you were going to do the toolbox on Monday.
Well, you know what happened is everything kind of got done. And
he was feeling like he could do it, so.
Yeah, we did it. And Now
he'll get the other toolbox that's going to go in the motorhome tomorrow, though.
it looks really weird out there.
Yeah, big old gaping hole where that big.
I'm
black
so
box
used to,
used to be.
but you know what? That drawer slides in and out so sweet
I
now.
bet.
I
It
still
used to
have
be
it.
really bad when we'd pull over on the side of the road
Yeah,
and be tilting curbside, and then that toolbox would come out easy that way. But man, trying to put it back in to roll again.
I was 10 years
hard.
younger and 100 times stronger. And
It's hard.
yeah, a couple times was both of us huffing on it to get it back in. But now, I just have my oil pan drain, that air compressor, and a couple little things, and we'll see. This new toolbox is 24 inches wide, so it's just a little over half as wide as that. But
And
it's a little
less
bit deep, and it has 6
weight.
drawers.
It won't be as heavy.
It's a lot lighter. So
Hi, Rosebud. Better late than never, we say.
yeah.
Mark said he was talking to his great grandson on FaceTime.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know you were that old. You can't have
Yeah,
great
he's old.
grandchildren.
He's really
Yeah, he's old.
Yeah. Yeah, he walks with one of those canes. And
We could
leads
have
his
great
sheep around.
grandchildren, but we started late.
And so do our kids.
So
They're a little
did Steve.
wonky getting going, weren't they? I think the problem is I never had that talk with him. He figured it out though.
When you got the other one, oh, why didn't you call? He didn't. He hasn't gotten the other one yet.
I haven't. I just decided today because
for the moment.
I've been working on walls, and I've been moving stuff around, and it's tight in there. I mean, you can work on one bike and you can have another bike in there. I know
we could have called you, Jason. We know we can call you anytime, and we appreciate that very much.
Man, I appreciate you. Whatever you do for us, because you guys are great. But
2 things. Ronald wants to know: did you work on your bike yet? And Jason, did you get the ring off the bottom of your tank? Speaking of bikes.
Yeah.
Did you work on your bike?
No, it's going to come out of there. I got a few more things to do.
Hi, Scarlett. Hi, Mike Box.
Oh, hey, you guys. Mr. Box is here. All right, Mr. Box. Haven't seen you in a couple of weeks. Anyway, yeah, it's it's still a little bit crowded in there, But what I've been doing is I've been going through stuff. There's just some of the stuff is just trash, and so what's just never going to be used, I'm just tossing it. And the bad thing is right now is I'm missing 2 photo albums, and they're all of me with my hot rods when I was a kid, my cars and my motorcycles are all in there. Plus, we have another book that is when I bought a Blazer, 2-wheel drive, full convertible Blazer, and it was a cool truck, and for Steve, and
our son,
it wasn't running.
He was little then.
Yeah, he was little, and I figured when he turned about 13 or 14, it'd be a cool project for him and I to do it. And I don't know, what did we have, a rental or a lease car or something, and it was going away or something. Anyway, he said, boy, I'd sure like to have that Blazer. So Steve came out and watched me tear that thing. The kids watched me tear that thing all the way apart. I mean, all the way apart.
It had no floorboards. It was so rotted.
And I did it like you used to do in the 80s. I went in there and cut things out and treated all the metal and everything, and then I fiberglassed it. And it was amazingly strong and quiet. Now these guys put all new floor fans in and stuff.
Hi, Gramps Radio.
Oh, you're back. Hey,
Jeff
good to see you.
S. Stewart, I believe.
Yep, Jeff Stewart.
I just watched you too, a PBS documentary. Yeah, that was fun. They let me play with their drone that was just like thousands of dollars. It was so cool.
Yeah, they were
so nice.
And then they came to Quartzsite.
Mm-hmm.
And they filmed us a little bit there doing recruiting.
They interviewed us for the New York Times too.
Yeah.
We made it to the New York Times.
Yeah,
they
we were
called
in
us migrant workers.
we were in
Instead
the
of
New
work
York
samples.
Times, and we were at Sugar Beets when we did it, and we showed them the bedroom. Our bedroom is all done in my old pants, the bedspread and
Denim.
the panels on the windows and stuff. And they were all excited. That's a picture that they put in there in the New York Times.
Mm-hmm.
Us sitting in the bedroom. So.
Can I get your autograph?
Sure.
Just you gotta come here though.
Just send $50 and I'll send you a picture of me. I'll send it to you psychically, okay? All right, you should have got it.
Did you say hi to Scarlett?
I did. Hi, Scarlett. She sends me updates on if we're gonna die.
Geez, Mark says he's got 6 great grandkids and 15 grandkids.
Yeah, we're not. I don't think we're gonna have that many. You never know.
I don't know. We have
9.
Yeah. From our kids, and then we got 3 or 4 more others from us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
There's a plenty.
Yeah.
And send Mark. Just saw your name at the bottom of the check and send it to me. Just sign your name at the bottom of the check. That's the autograph you want, a blank check. You want an autograph on a blank check. I got you.
I'll just send you cash. That'll be better. Send you a picture of George and old Ben, okay? So we also have a star, and Ortho Crofty, you've seen her on here. That's our youngest daughter. She did a commercial about, because Darla and I have been having some really severe back pains, and she did this commercial and she sent it to us, and it is amazing.
It's high quality. I don't know.
She did it one day.
She's phenomenal.
And she's just got such a creative mind. I know where she got it. Anyway,
of course you do.
She did this thing, and Darla said, "Did you see the video that Cindy said?" I said, "No," and I watched that thing and I went, "Man, I'm gonna watch that again." And there's Mellow Cat. Hello.
Hey, Amanda.
Anyway, it's absolutely amazing. We should transfer that onto one of our videos.
I don't think we can do it though because it's copyright protected from the name of Cymbalta.
Yeah, but it's CYM.
I know, but I'm pretty sure that's how they spell it too. I'm not sure. I'll have to check that out. But anyways, it's hysterical.
And our grandchildren, a couple of them are in it. It was amazing. I sat there, I watched that thing a couple of times, and I thought, wow, that is awesome, you know. I mean, my kids just don't sit around and grow old like we do. Magic Man's here.
Hey, Billy, how are you guys? Yeah, we're watching the storm.
Well,
Amanda says from Darla, LOL.
Yeah.
Thanks, Amanda.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know. We'll probably get something throughout the night.
We've been keeping an eye on the storm.
It was supposed to be just.
I mean, right now it's not raining. It's not windy. It's been nice all day. Sun's been out.
Yeah, I've been out there working. Right now it's.
But we're keeping an eye on it.
74 degrees, and it's 7:15 for us. Billy, I just assumed the title was clickbait. What we sent you?
Oh, yeah, the title for this live.
I just put on Stormwatch.
Stormwatch, yeah.
I've used that before.
We are watching.
I mean, if it starts raining and stuff, we gotta watch and close the door and the window,
the windows open.
And the fans are running.
It's a nice spring day here.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Our trees are looking good.
They didn't die.
They didn't die so far yet.
What did John say? They could next year.
Yeah, he was just giving me a bad time though. He's a mean little brother. But
it's hitting North Arkansas. Yeah, our daughter Leah said they were scheduled for 85-mile-an-hour winds. So I don't know.
We had some wind, but
we did have but nothing.
I mean, you know what? I mean,
I know that if we get caught in a storm in the middle of the night, I'm gonna die because once I'm asleep, it's like, it's just a storm.
Oh, Cage would wake you up.
Yeah.
That
he doesn't even roll over.
You touch him and he'll let you know, don't do that, okay? I'm sleeping here. I mean, he's very sensitive to anything that
was making fun of your previous video live title. Oh, the previous one? What was it?
You won't believe what happened or something like that.
Yeah,
Where is the storm? There's wheel life cycling. Are you a bicycler?
You ride wheel life cycling?
Yeah. Wheel life cycling.
Right. Where is the storm? Coming from the north, isn't it?
It's coming from the south.
Oh.
But it's missing us just by a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about where we live here. You know, we're basically in Tornado Alley, but we're in Arkansas hill country.
Right.
So for some reason it comes up to us and it dies out or it goes around us. So
I mean, not that tornadoes haven't hit here. 90 years ago, something like that, 95 years ago, a tornado came right through
and
property,
damaged the house real bad.
Yeah.
In fact, the people moved out of it. Terry Burns, hello. How you feeling, Terry?
Yeah. Hope you're doing better. And Wes, hi.
Yeah, you forgot me. I got a place in northwest Arkansas and moving from near Reno. Well, and don't feel bad, man. I'm going to be hiding my own Easter eggs here for
yeah.
My memory. I used to have a perfect memory. I could, and you can ask Darla. I could remember. We'd be driving along, and I'd say, "Oh, remember that place? No. Remember that? No."
And now I do it to him, and he's like, "No,
yeah.
No."
I don't know. It's
good, Terry. I'm glad you're doing good. Keep it up.
Yeah. But talking about these storms, I don't know. We've been through some pretty hairy stuff in this motorhome. We've been in 15 below.
Billy says the snow doesn't even look right where they're at.
Yeah, well, you know why that is, bro.
Yeah, I've
ask Scarlett; she'll tell you.
I've been seeing some of those stories about that snow.
Well, Robert Kennedy was talking about it, so.
I got a place near Beaver Lake, Wheel Life Cycling says.
Oh, yeah?
If you tell anyone that I watched a PBS video, I'll disavow any knowledge of said viewing.
Well, you know what?
It's not all bad.
To be honest with you, they asked us if we would be interested in doing it. And I just said, yeah, we'd do it. You know, I didn't think it would do much for us. But all of a sudden one day they said, hey, we're coming to Vegas because we were at the Las Vegas, doing Christmas trees and pumpkins. And they came there and they did an interview with us, and we started talking about our next thing was we were going to Quartzsite to do recruiting for Guard One services. And they said, well, you might probably be interested in coming and checking that out. And then when they got there, they did a thing with us. And then I said, you should go check out these people and these people. And they did. They went and saw about 5 or 6 people. And then it was when COVID started, and it was real choppy. They didn't put a whole lot of it in there on that second video, but it was still good. Yes, I'm 67 years old, 200 miles a week cyclist when it's nice outside.
That's a lot.
Well, we have pretty. Of course, we have
bikes.
We have bikes, but they're not.
We haven't been able to ride them since Phil had the blood clot in his leg.
Yeah, we got big seats like this for big butts, and I put A hangers on mine. I raised your handlebars a little bit, but they're like a competition all aluminum.
Scarlett says Ascension does that to your memory because you're leveling up.
I think it's just because I'm aging. You know, I need to start writing things on my. But look, oh yeah, that's another thing, man. I get these little bruises like crazy, all over. All I have to do is bump something. That's why I'm in trouble.
Grabs Radio says I'm a staunch conservative. Doing PBS or listening to NPR is not allowed.
Yeah, well, they may be on the kaput list here. I don't know if you saw the thing the other day, but the lady that controls it is also the lady that does Signal too, which was the snitch thing. They're all tied together, man. You know, when you learn The thing is we can't tell you. I can't tell you the truth about what's going on because if I do, it'll wipe out our channel.
Hi, Lonely Hitchhiker Kent, and hi, Tim Baxley.
Oh, okay, you guys are here. Great.
Kent got here before we were signing off.
Really? Yeah, getting speedy here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
happy Sunday.
I'll tell you what. Sometimes I sit here and I think, you know what? I'm just gonna go crazy on our live, but the thing is then they don't share your channel, and you just we make a little bit of money off of this, not enough to really do anything
honestly,
with it.
If we're lucky, we make like $30 a month.
Yeah, and I mean we were able to buy this little camera because it was $35.
But really, I mean, the reason that we started doing this was to kind of leave some kind of trail for our family to watch and stuff,
and to help our viewers.
Right, help people figure out how to do what we have done.
Yeah, and to speak of that, we're about a month and 2 weeks away from rolling. So if anybody is interested,
so the weather better get nice in Kentucky.
Yeah,
you can set that up, Terry West.
If anybody's interested in doing fireworks, you can contact us at economicrefugees@gmail.com.
Yep.
And we'll respond to you and get you in touch with the owner of the company. Hey, Dougie.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Helen.
Yeah, Dougie has a top secret clearance. Probably to Disneyland.
But I got windows open today, letting fresh air through the house. Well, that's good.
Yeah, that's what we've been doing that for a couple of days.
Yeah, it's been nice.
Yeah,
even when it rains, it's still really nice.
Yeah, it's not humid. It's been perfect, and that's good because the work I've been doing, I got a little tiny fan about this big I put in the window. She was laughing. I bet you it's I got to go out there and shut that window and shut that fan off. That's what I didn't do. I'm getting used to it. I got these 4. They comes in one box, 4 LED lights, and they really light it up. So we are going to do a video on it and show you guys
what we've done.
Yeah, I think mostly you've seen that shed. You saw it go from almost went from a little drug house, and then those guys drug it out of there. They beefed it all up, and then they put it over here and jacked it up and stuff, and it's kind of settling a little bit. I'm hoping that it kind of settled this way a little bit. It's not real bad. It's not a big deal.
It's enough to make the drawers and the toolbox go.
Yeah, they'll slide open.
Mark, you're going for a stress test. So if you're not here, it was too much stress next week. Stress test tomorrow, huh? Okay. Sounds like you're monitoring the same things Terry Burns just experienced.
Did you read Scarlett? She got us like a probably an exercise machine or something. Maybe a fireplace, I'll tell you what. Let me tell you where the house is at. We got a dryer for it.
Thanks, Scarlett. We haven't done anything on the house yet. We're gonna need to go do fireworks and then come back. And probably by then, hopefully, the jobs that Scotty, who built the house, has had for the nice weather months, because there have been nice weather months, or at least weeks anyway.
Yeah, and then
hopefully he's going to be done with that, and he'll be looking for something else to do and come back and.
Because we got a lot to do. I want to get the motorcycle out of there, and then we'll get back into it. Now we're talking about switching things around, so.
Yeah, but I think it'll be better.
We're gonna take the pantry in the refrigerator and swap it. And then the kitchen will be all on the left side except for the pantry. And I think it'll be more room, and I think it just makes more sense. And then the refrigerator is close to where you're preparing food and stuff like that instead of having to walk.
Gramps Radio says, I hear tell the Bob Wells earns a 6-figure income off YouTube. And Tim Baxley said, "Me too, but the tiny radio concerts are not worth the propaganda or the tax dollars."
Yeah. Well,
oh,
we actually did a video with Bob. So,
yeah, he interviewed us.
Yeah, and we actually did a
talk.
The year it was the year before, the same year that we did that. They had us go, and I think it was the same year. We did we talked about work camping and doing gate guarding and stuff.
2 years ago.
And we were on stage and all that at the R and RTR.
River Tramp Rendezvous. Last time I had a stress test, my cardiologist laughed. Well, I don't know if that's good or bad. Mark's going to have a clearance for a hip replacement. That's why he's got to have a stress test. I had a medical stress test 3 weeks ago. They said everything was good, just old. Yeah, you've had some troubles that way too, huh, Steve? Scotty is a good carpenter, Scarlett. Yep, he did real good. Most exercise is overrated after 65 years old.
And yeah, the
and counterproductive.
There's a window, but it's a little bit
broad, and yeah, it's kind of off center from the kitchen.
Just a little bit, just for the.
It's okay.
Huh?
It's okay. I would have preferred it to be over one set of studs.
They would have had to do some modification, but this house is it's totally different because there's no doors on the front. You have to come around to the back, and we have 2 porches in the back, and we have 2 doors in the back.
You guys have seen it.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, there's really nothing to see that way, and it's really pretty out this way, and so that's where
Wheel life cycling. We were gonna build a barndominium, but things took too long, and
yeah, the guy took 3 years to level the ground here, and by then
never did. We ended up having to get somebody else. So.
When you're in a situation where you're making money and you're trying to put money away to do stuff, and then it just keeps getting put off, and then everything started happening, and our money kind of dwindled, and we finally had to get someone else to do it. And by then, I got after digging up, putting all the sewer lines and water lines and electrical and everything. And we got this set up, and by the time we did that, it was like we didn't have enough money to build what I wanted to build, and I wasn't going to build anything less. So then it just kind of came down to, do we really need that much? And do I really want to do that much and spend that much? It would have been probably 3 times what we're doing on this. And this is more like, you just empty out the coffee can and, turn the change in the house.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think it's a small house, but it's a real house. It's not like a metal building. We're not going to have any metal buildings. I would, like, if you go see Jason and Amanda, it's Mellow Cat and 2 Eggs. If you go see their deal, man, it's pretty nice. We were talking about it, and next thing you know, he said, "Well, I think I'm going to do what you're going to do." And I said, "Really?" And he's almost done with his.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what. One thing about Arkansas, it's really hard to get things done here. Really hard.
Really hard.
And my brother tells me, he goes, "Yeah, you're lucky you got what you got in an amount of time." And then I found this guy to come over and wire the shed all up. He did it in 2 days. And that compressor, I mean, man, that cable was pretty good size that he ran into the shed. I had this old electrical box. He said, "Yeah, we could use that if we could find the breakers." And we found the breakers. And I mean, it cost me I think it was about $400 or $500 to do all that. But that was reasonable because usually electricians will get you for $40 an hour, and he's not charging that much.
Pilot says, "Bill, did you tell those guys that are having stress tests about using cayenne pepper capsules?"
No, she's the doctor.
I think that's good for your cardiovascular, isn't it, Scarlett? I'm pretty sure.
I got a thing this morning that told me that, if you watch the whole thing, you can get a deal for $39 and it will just eliminate your diabetes. And I'm like, ah. So I had Darla. She did research on it, and it's all phony baloney. The people that are Elon Musk and this lady that's big into
Barbara O'Neill, if you know about her from Australia.
Anyway.
But she didn't back it. Elon Musk didn't fund it. It was all a farce.
Yeah.
They stick her name on a lot of stuff because.
I'll tell you what, we have a hard enough time doing marketplace. I still have. I told the lady she wanted to sell the shelf, and I said, okay, I'll buy it. I'll come get it.
We got a dryer last Tuesday. We went and picked it up. We get there. She never said anything about it not having the feet that adjust it, and she didn't give us the cord for it. There's no electrical cord. And she's like saying that she told me, had a lengthy conversation. No, I've got the text. Didn't happen. Anyway, whatever. We got the dryer. We bought a cord at Walmart yesterday. The feet are like, I don't know. You can get them off of Walmart.
Yeah, so we got a cord. We got to get the little feet, but all I see is the plastic ones, and they got a big hole. So usually they have like a screw hole.
You can buy the little rubber pads that go on those nylon.
I asked you that and you said you didn't think so.
Anyway, thank you, Ron. I'm glad you think we're going to have a nice place when it's done. Diffrod says economic, refugees, feng shui, because we have the doors facing the back.
Yeah.
Yes, Gramps Radio. Sugar beets is hard work. It was a lot on Bill. I weighed the trucks when they came in and out, so that was easy. But
we were just talking about
I don't know. I think the people that work the ground crew, and it's long. It's 12 hours shift.
And ours, my shift was like 14.
Yeah, because you were a boss.
I was the last one out.
Time cards.
I turned everything in every day at the end of the day. So.
Chewy tail in Kentucky. Yo.
Yeah, that's Zach saying that.
My heart skips over 20,000 beats a day with 3 stents. I don't know. You have stents. I don't know if that's good or bad. Skipping beats is probably not good. I don't know.
Yeah.
I wonder if it works too, Doug, those pills. Supposedly it works.
I think he's talking about the dryer.
Oh, the dryer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Downer, Doug. Yeah. It's going to ruin your whole day, huh?
I know
she won't sleep now.
Bread, sugar, and all carbs. Yeah. Graham says not good. I think I have an extra cord, so if y'all come across something else that needs one, let's check this one out and see if it fit, maybe for the washer.
The only one that
Scarlett, we have one for the washer, but we had a gas dryer, but we don't have gas plumbed into the house, so we had to get an electric.
We're going to sell the gas dryer. We got to clean it a little bit. It got a little dirty in the shed over there.
That's one thing too about people that list things on Marketplace. They don't even clean it up, and they're like, just needs a little wipe down. Well, why didn't you do that?
Yeah.
You want to sell this, and
if anybody needs I've got a Roadmaster tow deal that will hook to a Blue Ox base plate, and it's like $700, and I paid $400 for it. Used it 1 year. If I get like $150, I'd be happy.
Yeah. Mark says, I've got you beat. I have 13 stents. I didn't even know you could have that many. I have a friend who had 7 installed, and I didn't know you could have that many. That's crazy.
We did the beet harvest 8 years.
Terry, you should try carnivore. Our son did it for 5 years. He loved it. Can't hurt, right? How many times did you do the harvest? Yeah.
Yeah, 8 years.
Yeah, 8 years. Tim Baxley, what year? What year did we do?
Well, we did.
Our last year was 2019.
We did 2011 was our first year.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it just got to the point. I mean,
ouch.
There was just some things that went on, and I would have issues with my diabetes, and I wasn't in a situation where I could take care. I was in a truck,
himself, yeah.
And you know, and I'd be trying to fix a piler machine, get it running again, and it'd be hours and hours and hours of that, and then all of a sudden I start getting shakes, and
it was not good.
Yeah,
especially night shift.
Yeah.
Every year you switch. 1 year it's day shift, and then the next year it's night shift. When he was on the night shift, he was out in that truck going from piler to piler to piler, and sometimes he'd have like an episode and no one would know. No one would know. You know?
I think it was 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. or 6 p.m. to 6 a.m., right?
Yeah.
So you had a little bit of light when you got there. Or no, it was 9 to 9, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was.
Maybe it was 8.
Anyway.
I think it was 8. 8 to 8.
I think with the end of the shift, you got a little bit of morning light.
Hi, Sunny Day Pearl. Welcome. Carnivore, yeah, stay away from seed oils. Jason went to do early planting for beets. Scarlett said.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's a different job.
Yeah. The doing the harvest is pretty good, and you know they pay for your RV spot.
That's good money.
They pay for all that, and I mean being a foreman, I worked from like August.
Yeah.
Until we finished.
Which usually was the end of October.
Yeah.
Sometimes it went into November.
So if you, let me see, lean my way a little bit.
Me?
Yeah, lean my way.
I can't.
You can see Boo Boo.
Oh.
See Cage back there? You can tell that he's disturbed from the storm.